We are so glad to have you here for another Second Shot Sit Down. And this one is with Stephen Hawley, who is the president and CEO of Carry the Load. Let me tell you a little bit about him. He is also a veteran, served as a Navy SEAL officer for SEAL Team 5. He completed 4 deployments to Iraq and Southeast Asia. And then he came back here. He didn't stop. He co-founded Carry the Load with fellow Navy SEAL Clint Bruce. Carry the Load, among other things, is really a way to bring back the real meaning of Memorial Day. And I tell you what, this is a group that I've known about just from media coverage for a long time. However, I wanted to have a more in-depth conversation about why it exists, how we can teach our children about it, and how we can even just have some deeper discussions with our families. So, Stephen, I am so glad to have you here.
Thank you for having me this morning.
So I know a lot of people are, familiar with Carry the Load, but for those who are not, can you explain what it is and sort of what it looks like around that Memorial Day time?
Yeah, Carry the Load is a nonprofit based here in Dallas that was started back in 2011, and really was started out of candidly some anger and some frustration. You mentioned Clint Bruce, my co-founder.
Sure.
It came on the heels of us losing some friends of ours that we'd served with, and Memorial Day weekend rolled around. There wasn't a lot of talk about, the real meaning behind that holiday. It was more about a 3-day weekend to start the summer and barbecues, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but with some of that pain and frustration, Clint and I got together and started talking about an event where people could come together to have what we called a meaningful Memorial Day experience and to bring back the true meaning of Memorial Day. And what started with one event here in Dallas in 2011 with a couple hundred participants during that event, and I think we raised about $100,000. And in the last 11 years, we've gone, I think, over $32 million that we've raised. That again, what started as a very small grassroots effort here.
Hold on, $32 million.
Yeah, it's hard to believe.
Wow. People hear that someone was a Navy SEAL and they're so impressed. It automatically, I think, makes people think a certain thing about that person and perhaps their stamina or their mental strength. Can you explain what that training process is like for people who really don't know?
Yes, there's, especially over the last 20 years, there's been a number of documentaries that have been done.
Yeah, because people are fascinated by it.
One of
I want
which,
to hear your experience.
I think it was the first Discovery Channel documentary that came out in 2001, actually went through and documented our class over about a 6-7 month period. And I would tell you that training is, the notoriety comes in the physical challenges and the things that they put you through. But when you really boil it all down, they're using your body to figure out what's up here between your ears. And so it is a number of physical tests over a 6-month period that it's not if and when you're going to fail in that training. They're going to find something that you struggle with, and it's how you respond to it. And that's really the gist of it, is how you respond to adversity, and it's about being able to put others and the guys around you ahead of yourself, and the needs of others ahead of your own. And that's really what that training is all about.
How long were you in training for?
Call it 6 months of BUDS, which is really what most people associate with SEAL training. And we started, BUDS, we started with 118 guys, I think, and we graduated 18 of those.
What'd you do the other 100? And you should know that Carry the Load hosts Memorial Day events each year here locally and all across the country. So if you want to learn more about getting involved or perhaps participating with your family, visit our website, cw33.com. Also, Stephen and I had a 30-minute in-depth conversation about the meaning of Memorial Day, what it means to be a Navy SEAL, his life as a father, and his deployments to Iraq and Southeast Asia. You can listen to that entire conversation uncut on the Second Shot podcast. It's linked up on cw33.com. Just click Lifestyle, then click Second Shot.